Black Eyed and Blues, Show 91, March 19th, 2013, St. Patrick's Day Parade, searching for Sugar Man, and a huge playlist of great music starting right now.
This is the Hartford Online Radio Network. 21st Century Audio. Delivered. onthehorn.com.
Bandwidth for On the Horn is provided by Amazon S3 servers. Amazon S3 is storage over the internet. Retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. Highly scalable, reliable, secure, fast, and inexpensive. All from a name you trust, Amazon. For more information about Amazon S3 storage, visit aws.amazon.com. And now, slowly recovering from 2 weeks of being the world's greatest bartender, it's Brian Lee.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Lee, and this is the Black Eyed and Blues Music Show. Black Eyed and Blues is sponsored by Gateway Financial Partners and the accounting firm of Budwitz and Meyer Jack. Sorry for those of you who tuned in last week and found out that we were not there.
We were not here.
Brian was sick. I couldn't have been more wiped out. We had the Big East tournament was in town. We had our St. Patrick's Day parade in Hartford. Have you ever been down for that silliness, though?
No, I'm not really a parade guy.
I'm not either, but the festivities are amazing.
Yeah, I'm not really a drinker either.
Well,
so,
that's true.
You know
I thought maybe back in the day you might have bounced around to a club or two.
You know, there's a great chance that I did, but I don't know.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I want to say I've done the St. Patrick's Day Parade at Sally's now for 5 years. This was the best crowd we've ever had.
Really?
They were awesome all day long. Everybody, normally what happens is by 2 o'clock, it's every Irish story. It's the families fighting within themselves. We usually drag a few people out. There's usually a couple of people having sex in one of the booths. There's usually just a train wreck in that place.
So it's a lot like On the Horn.
Yes, okay. It's a lot like here on about 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night. So this year, the crowd was incredibly well behaved. We had no fights in the place. And this is a knock on wood situation here because that never, ever happens. So, hey, Hartford, nice job this year. And hopefully next year we get the same kind of stuff out of you. And because
did you make any money?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
The club made a lot of money. The club made a lot of money, and I made a lot of money. Huh?
How much Guinness? How many kegs?
We went through 12 barrels. And that is only what we did from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. After that, I don't count.
Barrel is a half keg?
Yes. 13.2 gallons times 12. So that's a lot of that. And then two cases of Jameson, a case and a half of Bailey's.
Now, do you
on top of everything else that we sell?
Case and a half of Bailey's. You know what? Bailey's was just delicious. I remember back in the drinking day. Oh,
yeah, it's nice. It's a nice way to wrap up a dinner
or start the morning.
Oh, well, you know, you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning. So, we had talked a couple of weeks ago about the Academy Awards. Did you get a chance to see any of the movies or no?
I think I did, but I can't remember which one it was now.
I will tell you this. I saw 2 of them last week. I saw Argo, which won Best Picture.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw the James Bond one, but I don't think that was up for anything.
Skyfall. Well, it got soundtrack or something like that.
Did it get a nod?
Yeah. Argo is phenomenal. There is so much.
I'm not a Ben Affleck guy.
Nor am I. The show is stolen by Alan Arkin. He is and John Goodman. They steal the show. And there is so much more humor in this movie than you would ever have dreamed. And the other one that we saw won Best Documentary. We saw it at Real Artways last Wednesday. It was called Searching for Sugar Man. It was about a guy who was an artist in Detroit, a musician in Detroit, who got recorded, and his recording career went like nowhere. Somehow his music ended up over in South Africa and became like the music that the anti-apartheid crowd all listened to. He had a cult following over there. He had no idea.
Wow.
It was such a great like feel good story. I had heard how good it was. If you get the chance, buy it, rent it, whatever, watch it. It's awesome.
We have been thinking about doing a movie podcast.
Oh yeah?
Not that there's a dearth of movie podcasts, but you know, in our very special, mildly professional and adequately amateur style here at On the Horn, I think we could actually do a really good job. But you know what? The key is finding the right person to be the host of that.
The key is also like finding the time to watch the movies. Because if you're going to be the one who's going to be, say you're producing, you're still going to want to take part in any discussion. So you're going to have to find time with a job, this place, the baby, a wife, your career as a professional golfer, and all those things that you do. Not to burst your bubble, but you want to add something to the telecast.
You know, I think I'm good enough. I wouldn't even need to see. I could fake it, much like I do everything else in my life. I could fake it, and I could do a great job without prep.
Okay.
Much like I do here. People stop me all the time, ask me about blues and music, and what do you think? And, you know, the dirty little secret is I don't know anything.
He doesn't know anything.
I don't know a thing.
He doesn't know anything. Anything that's not listed in my notes, he doesn't know.
It's true. It's true. I mean, that's really the dirty little secret. If you hear me comment it, it's only because I'm reading ahead.
So now that we've jerked back the curtain a little bit, we're going to play a little music for you. So this past Friday night, we had Lance Lopez come in. Lance is a Dallas-based guitar slinger.
Great handmade music, right? Oh, I love this.
See, told you. This guy listens to his blues like nobody's business. So Lance has one volume. It was 11, much like Spinal Tap. He had one speed. It was ass kicking, and that was it. He played a 90-minute set. I was there for about 40 or 45 minutes of it. Got a copy of his latest CD. It's called Handmade Music. The song that we're going to play for you this week is a cover of an old Robert Johnson tune called Traveling Riverside Blues. Tell me what you think. This is Lance Lopez, Traveling Riverside Blues.
This is the Hartford Online Radio Network. 21st Century Audio. Delivered. onthehorn.com.
Getting over you. Yeah, I'm one day away. I'm one day away. I'm one day away. I'm one day away. One day away. One day away. One day away. I'm one day away.
Welcome back to the Black Eyed and Blues Music Show. That was Jeff Pitchell and Texas Flood with One Day Away. Jeff was at Black Eyed Sally's this past Saturday night. If you missed him, you're going to have to wait a little while. You can catch him on the 29th of March. What is
Jeff
that?
Pitchell from Wethersfield?
Yes, that Jeff Pitchell.
I love Jeff Pitchell from Wethersfield.
Not the other one.
There's another guy from East Moodus who I'm not a big fan of, that Jeff Pitchell, but the Jeff Pitchell from Wethersfield, I love the Jeff Pitchell from Wethersfield.
That's a good one to like.
Yeah.
Jeff is going to be playing with Johnny A. If you've never seen Johnny A., Brian, you might like him. He's jazz and blues and very almost all instrumental. I think it's all instrumental, actually. Very good player. They're going to be playing together on the 29th of March in Shirley, Mass. And all of that leads us to this week's edition of the Feed Our Friends contest.
Oh, my goodness. Another $50 right out of my pocket. I can't wait.
I can't wait to give away your money. Here we go. Let me tell you how the Feed Our Friends program works here at On the Horn. Each week, one of our Facebook friends has the chance to win a $50 gift card to Black Eyed Sally's in Hartford. All you have to do is friend our Facebook fan page, and you're in the running. What happens is each week, our social media czar, Evan Richard, will draw 3 names and post them to our fan page wall. The first to respond before the end of the show is the winner. $50 free from Black Eyed Sally's and On the Horn. This week's contestants are Belinda Ahern, JC Wyatt, and Jimmy Eccleston.
Yeah.
The 3 of you have until the end of the show to respond to our Facebook fan page. Just post something to win. Good luck. Now, back to the music. About 3 weeks ago, I turned you guys on to a guy named Henry Wagons who was in town from Australia. He was really cool. I dug everything that they sent us. It's a great album. His people had sent us some other stuff, not just his latest release. So I figured I'd give you one more song of his on the way out. If you liked what you heard when you saw him down at Sally's, you're going to have to wait till next year, or you're going to have to go to Australia because he went back home. So this is from his album. It's called The Rise and Fall of Good Town. This is Henry Wagons, and the song is called Drive All Night Till Dawn.
Tracks to the mountainside, I bring you this a traveling show. Forward and back, I'm looking out that soft sky spirit. It doesn't matter how many miles I plow, I always bring the shit. Driving along, driving home, drive all night till dawn. They're driving along, they're driving home. They drive all night till dawn.
What you need, when you need it. onthehorn.com.
I got a brand new rider, so well equipped. She's shifting the overdrive, she gonna make your backbone slip. She's a comfortable ride, she really can move. She never fails to put you in the groove. I'm riding high She whispers, Daddy, so soft and low. She said, Daddy, please tell me, which way do you want me to go? I said, honey, we can go kind of fast, or we can move real slow. She says, Daddy, all you got to do is let me know I'm riding high all over your town. I got a brand new ride. She really can't let on down, riding high all over your town. I got a brand new ride. She really can't let on down.
Better than a cod liver shake. And a lot more accessible. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
Come hear my story about that friend of mine, a true gentle soul, generous and kind. There's one thing about him, above all comes to mind. He'd drink more whiskey than all the friends drink wine. He'd drink more whiskey than all the friends drink wine. Some folks get angry, some they downright mean, some they drink their whiskey, cry themselves to sleep. Tip a few with my young friend, and it's plain to see how the name I gave him fits him naturally. Raise a glass, showing off, you'll see. What I call him fits him naturally. When the whiskey started him preaching about how things ought to be, met the prophet of Lynchburg, Tennessee. Yeah, the prophet of Lynchburg, Tennessee. There's wisdom in his message, please don't get me wrong. Most of the time worth listening to when the prophet sings his song. But folks carry on with him, first they don't catch on. In every shot of whiskey, the prophet sings on and on. Folks at first don't seem to quite catch on. He'll keep on talking all night through the break of dawn. With every shot of whiskey, that boy he rambles on. The prophet of Lynchburg, Tennessee. My friend, the prophet of Lynchburg, Tennessee. This here ends my story about that friend of mine. Never forget, I said he's gentle and kind. Never seen him angry, never seen him mean. Just prone to philosophize when the whiskey starts to speak. I never seen him angry or mean. Just prone to a little barstool prophecy. My friend the prophet of Lynchburg, Tennessee. The prophet of Lynchburg, Tennessee.
You're listening to Taz Crew on thehorn.com. That was the Prophet of Lynchburg from Taz's album Grizzle and Bone. Taz is coming back to Black Eyed Sally's on the 20th of April. I'm hoping he brings his cigar box with him. The cigar box guitar he made himself, I believe. It's gorgeous and it sounds freaking amazing. Next up, we're going to play a little bit of Debbie Davies. Debbie had to get canceled after she was part of the blizzard that we had last month, so we rescheduled her. It's Debbie Davies. You have no choice but to reschedule her because she's awesome and everybody loves her. This is from her album Debbie Davies Blues Blast. It's a cover of a classic tune. It's called My Time After a While. Once again, Debbie Davies.
Well, it's your time now, baby. I got a feeling it's gonna be my time. a feeling it's gonna be my time after a while. Well, you know if things don't change, yeah, I'm gonna move on down the line.
You're on the horn. Sharper than a marble. Smoother than 60 grit sandpaper. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
Down in Mississippi by Highway 49 lived an old blues man from another time. And when he played his guitar, you could hear 1,000 souls cry underneath the stars of the Delta sky. The ghost of Clarksdale dance under the light of the voodoo moon. Oh, the voodoo moon, voodoo moon. Oh, that voodoo moon. You can feel the magic in the midnight air. It's more than superstition when the spirits gather there. And in the still of the night, when all is calm, just listen to the wind and you can hear his song. 'Cause the ghost of Clarksdale dance under the light of the voodoo moon. Of the voodoo moon. It's a voodoo moon. Oh, that voodoo moon. I did not believe it till I saw it with my own eyes. Underneath the southern stars, the spirits come alive. Down in Mississippi, by Highway 49, lived an old blues man from another time. And the ghost of Clarksdale dance under the light of the voodoo moon. Of the voodoo moon. A voodoo moon. It's that voodoo moon. Oh, yeah.
Canadian born right there, Anthony Gomes. Voodoo Moon. Anthony will be returning to Sally's on Friday, the 12th of April. Before that, you heard Al Copley, who plays piano just like me, by the way. I just wanted to...
He told me that too.
He did. Yeah, I mean, everything really he knows about the keyboard.
he got from
learned
you.
from me. That was a Friday Night Strut by Copley. This is live from his album, Live at Montreux.
Yes.
And that is in Switzerland.
Correct. On
I
Lake
have
Geneva.
recently learned on Lake Geneva.
Yes.
Al is going to be back. Now, that's the show to go see. That is going to be a boondoggle. right around the corner here.
The
April 6th.
boondoggle.
That's the boondoggle right there. That's the show. That's the like if you're gonna go to one show, it's April 6th at Sally's to go see Copley. You got to reserve your table now, though. Brian Lee tells me this guy, he brings it in.
He brings the crowd.
Yeah, he brings it.
He's the guy that ships his own grand piano.
Yes.
He's great.
Yes.
He is so good. So, yeah, get your tables now.
Get your tables now. 860-278-RIBS. Normally, we don't promote this kind of thing. Like, we don't usually give out Sally's number and all that kind of stuff. So when I'm telling you this not because it's not like an ad. I'm telling you this because you got to reserve a table because you have to go see Copley. That's important. 278-RIBS. What a great phone number.
Yeah.
7427.
We just happen to get that, like, by luck of the draw.
By luck of the draw, because we're just lucky guys.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, now some guy named Brian Lee is going to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the world of blues news. We call it Black Eyed News. Here's Brian Lee.
Leading off this week's Black Eyed News, even though it's snowy, crappy, and miserable here,
It sure is. Amen to that.
music festival season is starting to take place and we're all starting to take note of who's playing where and what shows we've got to see. So I got this one in the other day. The Freihofer Saratoga Jazz Festival. They have announced their lineup.
Is huge.
This is a good one. This is in June. It is the 29th and 30th at SPAC, which is the Saratoga Performing Arts Center,
Is that
for
what that
those who
was?
don't know.
I could not figure that out. I'm reading this article. I'm like, where the heck is it? I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's at SPAC.
Is it like space and they just left off the E? Because
Why? This guy can't spell.
It's spac.org.
Yep.
So I'm thinking to myself, space.org. This is like weird. What does it have to do with
Why? That
It's
has nothing to
SPAC.
do with music.
Saratoga, you knuckle brain?
The lineup so far, this is what they've got that they've given us. We've got Buddy Guy, we've got David Sanborn, we've got Tony Bennett, we've
Really?
got
Really?
Preservation Hall Jazz Band, we got Big Sam's Funky Nation, and our very good friend Chris Bergson is going to have his band there. Chris has Bruce Katz playing with him, who's been playing shows with J-Mo's Jazz Band, and he's played with the Allman Brothers on and off for a while. He's got Jay Collins, who was in Levon Helm's band and the Rambling Midnight Ramble. Great band. I'm actually thinking this might be a weekend I have to take off and go take a drive up to SPAC. I like all of those guys, and I've never seen David Sanborn. I'm a huge fan, and I've never actually seen him. So
Yeah, huge fan of his. Huge fan. Great golfer. Huge fan. Huge fan of his. I
yeah,
tell you.
he can swing it like nobody. I'll tell you.
What this man does with a 3-wood, it's art, is really what it is.
Next piece is up. I took from Rolling Stone magazine. The first one, as the Allman Brothers are closing their Beacon run for this year, they do 15 dates at the Beacon Theater. Most of them are sold out. They have special guests every night, bouncing in, bouncing out. The article that I found was from the great author Cameron Crowe, who interviewed Greg back in 1973, and it's kind of like a history of the Allmans to that point and how they got to be so popular. It's a long read.
It is a long read, but let me say this. And I was talking with a few guys before the show, even before I got to the studio.
Mhm.
This article was back in 1973.
Yep.
You owe it to yourself to read it and just be in awe of the level of good writing that was around back then. You don't find this kind of writing now. It's all left to schmucks like me that have blogs. This
Dude,
is like
that's Cameron Crowe. That's legit. That's as good
this
as
is
it gets.
Great stuff.
He's as good as it gets as far as the music industry goes.
Can I just read the first paragraph here?
Please.
The accent comes up from Nashville by way of Georgia, makes a dash across the states, and ends up vaguely California. I mean, who writes like this? I am hooked. This is fascinating. He sounds a bit like Chris Christopherson. Looks uncannily like his late brother Dwayne. The hotel television is on, but the sound is off. Wow, what a great picture that is all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, it's late, and the black and white movie Something Surely About the Horror and Death of the Small Hour glows up from Greg Allman's tired face like a moonscape. I mean, it's just like, are you kidding me? Rolling Stone had this kind of a writer, and you know what?
And he was young back then, too, like really young. You've seen the movie Almost Famous?
I have. I don't. Oh, yes. Took me a moment. Yeah.
That's him. That's Cameron Crowe.
Oh.
That young kid who's following the band around in the movie. That's Cameron Crowe's story.
Okay.
So this guy's he's one of the best ever. So I just thought it was such a great read. I want other people to read this thing.
Yeah,
and
it's just amazing to me. And it's timeless still.
Oh, good stuff. Next piece up was also, as I said, from Rolling Stone. We had talked about movie soundtracks a few weeks ago. So they're giving you the top 10 ever of soundtracks. No. Number 10, Bob Dylan, Knocking on Heaven's Door, which I never heard in a movie.
Knock, knock, knock on heaven's door.
Eminem, Lose Yourself from 8 Mile.
That was a really good movie.
And it's a great tune.
That's
a good tune to work out to.
Eminem is actually very talented.
I saw him. He's awesome.
He's like Justin Timberlake, like with a little edge or
with
something.
much more edge.
What was I was reading, Brian Lee and I talk about what things we're reading and how we consume information and stuff for the shows, and we use Google Currents or Flipboard, and we all we save everything to Instapaper. It's great. I was on, I think it was on MTV.
Yeah,
has a feed that you can get. I scrolled maybe the first 10 articles on MTV's RSS feed.
Yeah,
like 5 of them are Justin Timberlake.
Well, part of that is because he did the entire week on Jimmy Fallon last week.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, he was on every single night, and him and Fallon have this chemistry where they work ridiculously well together. So,
and I got to tell you, as Timberlake gets older, I like him more.
He gets better. He really does.
Just a cool dude.
Yeah, that is without question. Number 8, Judy Garland, Over the Rainbow.
Great song, great singer. Messed up in the head, but hey,
yeah, you can't have it all.
Yeah.
Number 7, the Bee Gees, Staying Alive from Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, iconic.
Number 6, Simon and Garfunkel,
Also,
Mrs. Robinson
also
from The
iconic.
Graduate.
Yeah.
Isaac Hayes, the theme from Shaft.
Oh,
I was surprised to see that make it, but why not?
Yeah.
Number 4, Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me from The Breakfast Club.
What did you think of The Breakfast Club?
I love The Breakfast Club. It's
I
timeless.
thought it was okay.
I love it.
I don't know. I may have missed it growing up. I'm right on the cusp of being too young for that.
Okay, that makes sense.
That
makes sense.
I mean, you're like
I'm
7
like
years
6 weeks older than you or something like that.
Yeah, no, I think you're like 7 weeks.
Yeah, I'm like
7
I'm
years.
like I'm 8 years older than you.
8 years.
Yeah.
So I think that hits you right in the sweet spot. I think I was just a hair
It was probably
too young.
dated for you, but to me
When was
it's
that?
timeless.
What year was that?
I will say that's late 80s.
We can find out.
Yeah. I'll finish the list while you're looking it up. Number 3, Bruce Springsteen, The Streets of Philadelphia from the movie Philadelphia.
Sure.
Number 2, McCartney, Live and Let Die. And number 1, Prince, Purple Rain.
Great song.
Mm-hmm.
Weird movie.
Well, it's
weird movie.
It's not a happy story.
It didn't have to be a happy story, but you look at something like 8 Mile,
Mhm.
and you look at something like Purple Rain, you're like I had a tough time sitting through that movie, even later in life. 1985, by the way, The Breakfast Club.
Okay, that was
so
close.
I was 10.
Okay.
So that was a little early for me to
little beyond
get
you at that point.
what the
yeah.
heck was going on. I mean, I've watched it since then, and I get it and all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't that sort of iconic growing up thing.
Okay. For me, I was probably 18.
Yeah.
What's the year? 85?
85.
Yeah, it's when I graduated high school. So,
Yes.
yeah, I would have been 18.
You graduated. Boy, you are much older. Than
Oh,
me.
I told you. I'm no spring chicken here.
Yeah.
All that gray that was in the beard.
Oh yeah, you trimmed the beard down. Boy, you look
gotta
like a
have
human again.
If my wife is on, if she's listening, I'm not paying attention to what's going on in the chat room right now. See if she can send a picture from the parade. I dyed my beard green for St. Patty's Day. So, honey, if you're listening, if you could send Brian a picture to the on the Horn Facebook page.
Yeah, throw it up on Facebook.
That would,
that's fine.
we don't care. I love
We have
that.
a winner, by the way. I haven't even checked.
Oh, I haven't either.
Oh, okay.
Last piece I've got for the week is harmonica player, singer Curtis Salgado, who is awesome. He's had just an astonishing career. He was John Belushi's muse to be the character of Joliet Jake Blues.
Cool.
It's a really great interview with him. This is from that what do we call it? An e-zine that I get, or one of the like e magazines.
Blues
It's called
Blast?
Blues Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it every week, and there's a different interview in there every single week. I highly recommend subscribing to it if you don't have it. It's a great, great interview. This guy, he's played with Robert Cray. He played with Roomful of Blues. He did his stuff with Blues Brothers. And then he was diagnosed with lung cancer. First he was diagnosed with liver cancer, had a transplant. It worked. Then re-diagnosed with cancer. This time it was lung cancer. Somehow he's been cancer-free since 2008. And thank God, because the last 2 albums he's put out have been his best. So congratulations, Curtis. In the write-up that I do for this week's show will be the link to the interview. Definitely give it a read. That's it for the news this week. Time to get right back into the music.
Let's do it.
Next up, as I said, it's crappy here. I don't know where you're listening to the show from. It's awful. It's snowed all day.
It's a tease.
It sucks.
It's a tease. We should be golfing.
All the snow was gone. All the snow was gone. I don't mean to be a baby about this, but I was ready to go break out the sticks and play.
Yeah.
I was ready. But you know what? These guys, as I said to you a few weeks ago, mean that the sun and the summer isn't too far away. This is Entrain. Oh, do you know what Entrain is? The theory of entrain or entrainment is? No. Okay. It's a theory that in nature, if there's a bunch of sounds and a bunch of rhythms, at some point they will sync themselves together.
Okay, cool.
So that's the theory of entrainment. So
to pull or draw along after itself.
What's that?
Is the definition of entrain.
There you go.
Okay.
Look up theory of entrainment. You'll get a definition, I believe, from Mickey Hart, who was a drummer from the Dead. Anyway, here from Cape Cod, love these guys. Entrain from the album Can You Get It? The song is called Mother Street.
People walking down the street, you get a good feeling. You get a good feeling
Welcome back to Black Eyed and Blues. That was N Train with Mother Street from the album Can You Get It? Since we got a little bit carried away with our music, or with our music news a few minutes ago, I want to make sure I get in all the music that I wanted to this week. So right now we're going to jump ahead to AJ Jansen, another friend of the show. She is coming back to Black Eyed Sally's this coming Thursday as part of the Roots and Blues series that we're doing on Thursday evenings. From her album, Bars, Scars, and Old Guitars, this is AJ Jansen with the title track, Bars, Scars, and Old Guitars.
What's a little girl like me singing songs out in the country? Well, I've been playing this circuit since about 10:30. Guess my wild roots ain't so blonde. I've been sowing the seeds I've grown in this hip hop, pop, rock, country kind of world. And I've seen Graceland in Memphis and the Country Music Hall of Fame. I've seen the Southern Shore and the General Store where everybody knows my name. And I've been baptized and criticized for taking this road too far. Now I'm living off bars, deep-rooted scars, and these old guitars. Well, the beat right ain't so bad when you play a crowd of three. But the legends before started like this, girl, here you see. I make a living singing around. The big guns can't stop me now. I'm a rebel, rose alley cat, gypsy on the prowl. And I've seen Graceland in Memphis and the Country Music Hall of Fame. I've seen the Southern Shore and the General Store where everybody knows my name. And I've been baptized and criticized for taking this road too far. Now I'm leaving off bars, deep-rooted scars, and these old guitars. Well, I've seen Graceland in Memphis and the Country Music Hall of Fame. I've seen the Southern Shore and the General Store where everybody knows my name. And I've been baptized and criticized for taking this road too far. Now I'm living off bars, deep-rooted scars, and these old guitars. I've been baptized and criticized for taking this road too far. Now I'm living off bars, deep-rooted scars, and these old guitars.
The Hartford Online Radio Network. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
I said, Lord, have mercy on me, 'cause I'm about as blind as could be. Say, Lord, have pity, spare me this misery, and help break these chains so we can be free. He gives it up, he can knock me down, just like a bullet pin. just need a little space to breathe. Just give me some space to breathe. Well, I'm sure I'm ready. Dream I go on. Could be the blackest crack under the sun. Well, rock steady child, can go that extra mile. You forget about your troubles for a while. Twice quick with a stick, now get it young. Make it hot with a kiss from the burning shrub. Don't worry, you need to hurry, just take it slow. So slick with the trick, it's a lust of love. Shot you with me down to another, baby. Get nearer on the floor. Come on, begging, please, darling, on my knees. I just need a little space to breathe. Just give me some space to breathe. Well, I said, Lord, have mercy on me, 'cause I'm about as blind as a fool to be. Said, Lord, have mercy, spare me this misery. Help me break these chains so I can be free. Keep dancing up to get knocked me down, just like a bullet pin. Spend each day just hanging around, trapped in the same old sin. I hope someday there will come a time that I can rise above. Till I did keep holding on, praying on the name of love. Come on and beg him, please, dying on my knees. I just need a little space to breathe.
And on the horn, we guarantee 60 minutes every hour. Or your money back. onthehorn.com.
I keep a bottle in the freezer. I keep one up on the shelf. You gonna make me drink all of that liquor by myself? Oh, I tried to reach you. Baby, you just weren't home.
That was Sarah and the Tall Boys with Get Liquored Up With Me. That seems to be the story of my life right now. Tuesday, it's the time for the rundown. Tuesday, March 19th, Mike Palin's Other Orchestra. Wednesday, March 20th, Blues Open Mic, this week hosted by Tommy Whalen. Thursday, March 21st, AJ Jansen. Friday, March 22nd, the Jackleg Preachers back in town. And Saturday, March the 23rd, Sarah and the Tall Boys, who you just heard. Monday Night Jazz feature performer this week is Lauren Sevion, a baritone sax player. Looks like she's got a smoking band coming in with her. That pretty much wraps it up for me this week. Hope to see you down at Sally's this week, but if not, please continue to support live music wherever you are. I'll see you all next week.